Okay, so good morning students. How are you all? Are you all fine? I hope so you all are fine. So today we will complete our chapter loops and graphics in small basic. In the previous class we have already started this chapter and we have also done some introductory part, and in that we have done the review of statements. Review of statements means we studied about different types of statement there. Clear? Today we will study about looping statements. Clear? Looping statements, or we just say loop. Students, it is something which is used to execute an instruction or a group of instruction multiple times. Yeah? When we were studying about statement, we studied about assignment statement, conditional statement, and we also came to know that in small basic, we can repeat, we can avoid repetition, and we can make a same sentence, same word repeat several times automatically through small basic. Yeah? So, whatever things we want to be repeated again and again and which are going to be needed again and again, that is being used under the loop. That is the actual need for loop. Okay? Whatever things in the program which we want to get repeated again and again, we will write it inside the loop. Okay? And this writing of statements, execution of statements inside the loop is termed as iteration. Okay? I-T-E-R-A-T-I-O-N. Iteration. This is called iteration. This process of writing inside the loop through a loop, that is known as iteration. Now, in the small basic, looping statements are of two types. Okay? One is for and for loop, and other one is while and while loop. Clear? For and while and while loop. And now we will study in detail about these two looping statements of small basic. The first one is for and for loop, or we can simply say for loop. Okay? For and for loop or for loop. Okay? Then, what is this used for? This will be used when we know how many times of repetition we need. Suppose I want to repeat sum of two numbers 10 times. Okay. Before starting the program, I know that I want sum of 10 numbers to be repeated 10 times. Clear? So in that case, what we will do? We will use for and for loop. Okay, we will use for and for loop when we know that specific number of times, means we know how many number of times we have to repeat the same statement. Clear? Then, this will also define a variable to us, and that variable is known as counter variable. Okay, this will define a variable to us, and that is known as counter variable. Clear? Now, two types of variable are there. It is initial and it is final. Okay? Initial means the starting one and final means the ending one. Now, when we will start, we will keep the instruction for the first time. It will show you the initial value, means it could be 1. Okay? Then we will continue 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose I am knowing that 10 times I need to get repeated. Then final value will be showing 10 in that case. Then this is the syntax. I have told you already, syntax means the structure of how we have to use this loop. So, for we will first write for, then we will write the name of the variable. Name of the variable means any variable, whatever we want a number or we want alphabet or anything, we will write the name of the variable. Then we will write the initial to final value. Suppose I told you I want to repeat a particular thing for 10 times. So initial I will write 1, 2, final I will write 10. Okay? Then within this tag, we will write the instruction that we want to repeat, means sum of 2 numbers, sum of 5 numbers, whatever. Then we will end it by end for. Here we will write end for in the last and we will end it. So this is what about for and for loop. Clear? Now see the example. Here write a program to display the numbers from 1 to 5. Okay. For this, first we will open small basic. We'll go for the small basic icon and we will open there. Then we will go for new program. See, the new is written here. We'll go for the new program option and then the program will be open to us. Then after opening, what we will do is we will type the code. Code means the syntax of our for loop. How we have to do? See, for num. Num means the variable name is equal to 1 to 5. That is the initial to final value. Then here we have written text window dot write num plus all these things. Clear? We will do this and then in the last we will write end for. After writing this code, what will happen? One taskbar will appear and in that taskbar we will click on run. Okay? Not if run, we will just press the F5 key, that is the shortcut for small basic program creator. Clear? Then when you will click run, this type of program will be opened in front of you. Okay, this black background. This is the small basic program and here you will find your program like this. In this way you will find your program. See 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Press any key to continue. Okay. You just wanted to write the numbers. You have to display the numbers. Huh? So here the numbers will be displayed to you from 1 to 5. Clear? So this is what we have to do for end loop. Now see. Now if we want to check our output that what we have done is correct or not or anything, then we will follow this stepwise execution program. See, for example, first the value of variable num is 1 and when the variable value is 1, then the condition will be 1 is less than or equal to 5. True. Then for 2 is less than or equal to 5. Means everywhere we have to consider the final value to be greater and the initial value to be smaller. See, in the first 5 cases you will find the options true. But in the last one, see, 6 less than or equal to 5, that is false. So as soon as you will get a negative output, you will get a false output. As soon as then your loop will terminate. Okay, your loop will terminate. Clear? Now see, example 2. What you can see here? Write a program to accept a number from the user and display its table. Means we have to just give a number or enter a number and we have to display its table. Then again we will go for small basic opening. Then we will click on new program and then in the editor window we will type the code. See, the type is like this. Text window, write, enter a number, then num is equal to text window, read number for count 1 to 10. This is the code. Okay, like this we will type it and after typing we will click on run button or F5. Then this output will be shown to you. For example, it will tell you type a number. See, we have written now here, enter a number. Okay, we are just telling that we are entering a number and count should be 1 to 10. Means from 1 to 10 we can type any number in the output. And if we type example 5 and press enter, then the output will be displayed to you for the table of 5. Then if you type 6, then table of 6 will be appeared. Then if you type 8, table of 8 will be appeared and so on. So like this we continue with for and loop. I hope you all are clear. Okay, now second type of loop we are going to study is while and while loop. First one was for and for loop and the second one is while and while loop. Now students, see, this will also execute a particular statement a number of times like the for loop. But the difference here is this will be based on a condition. This will be based on a condition. Condition could be either true or false or something else, but it is based on the condition. Then, in this we are also not knowing the number of repetition. We don't know in the whole program how many times we are going to repeat a particular statement. We don't know. Yeah? It is not known here. Then, the third difference here is no final value. If if we are not knowing the final value, how could we enter? So here final value is not known. Initial value we will know, but final value will be unpredictable. Clear? Then it will terminate after the false statement. Suppose 100 times we have repeated a particular statement, 99 times it was correct, 100th time it became false. As soon as the statement becomes false, this loop will terminate. This loop will terminate. This loop will work only till the true statement comes. Okay? As soon as the false statement will come, it will terminate itself. And that is only the final value for it. Clear? Now, syntax. Clear? The syntax for this is, first we will write while, then we will write the condition of the loop. At what condition we want? True or false? We want true statement or we want false statement? Clear? We will put that condition here. Then we will open a tag and close a tag. And inside this tag, we will write the instruction to be executed. Whatever instruction we want to execute, we will type there. After that, the counter variable increment statement. Counter variable increment statement means one after the other, when we execute the same statements, the counter variable value changes. Okay, counter variable value changes. And that value statement should be written here. And then we will end it with and while. Clear? So this is the syntax for while and loop. And this is what while and loop is. Now, see the example. Write a program to print the given series of number 1, 4, 7, 10 and 13. These are the series of number which we want to get printed in our output. Now, first we will open small basic. After opening, we will go for new program option. And after going for new program option, our editor window will appear and we will type our code there. See the code how it is typed? See? Yes. Like this we will type the code and we will like our syntax. Then after that we will click the run option. Only this much thing you have to do. You have to type this code properly. This should not be a mistaken one. If this is mistaken one, then your whole program will go wrong. See how it is written. A is equal to 1. A is equal to 1 means the initial value is 1. Then while condition, we are putting the condition here. See loop statement condition. A less than or equal to 15 means A should be less than or equal to 15. First value we have put is 1 and we have to follow this condition till the end. Then our next step is text window dot write. Okay, here we are writing like this. This is our statement. Okay, this is our statement which we are going to write. Instruction. This is our instruction. Then what we will write in the instruction? See, within the inverted comma plus A. A means 1. Yeah. Then this is our increment. Increment means A is equal to A plus 3. A is 1. 1 plus 3 means 4. Clear? Then end while. Text window right line. Again we will copy this and then we will click on run. And when we will click on run, see this thing 1, 4, 7, 10, 13. Typed? Press any key to continue is written there. Okay. Then this is the stepwise execution how we will do this. See? First, in the first condition 1, okay, 1 is less than or equal to 15, that is true, okay. So the value of A1 with a space is printed on the output window. Then it is incremented to 4, means incrementation value will be 4 because our next value is 4 only. Okay, it is not the consecutive number, it is the series of number which is given to us. Then we will increment it to 7, then we will increment it to 10, then to 13, then to 16. When the turn for 16 comes, then our condition becomes false. Why? Because 16 is less than or equal to 15, that is a false statement. So the loop will terminate. So this is what while loop does. Clear? This is a general question for you. Infinite loop. Okay, infinite means which will not end ever. Which will not end ever. So here the loop which will not end ever, which will always be true, never become false. That type of loop is called infinite loop. So you should know this.
You know that program is executed in sequential order as the statements appear in the program. Sometimes it becomes necessary to change the order of execution of statement or repeat a set of statements. The control statements help us to transfer the control of execution to some other part of the program. There are two types of control statements, conditional and unconditional. Conditional transfer of control, the if-then statement. If-then statements are used to check conditions in the program and make the decision accordingly. Relational operators are used to check conditions. For example, if A is greater than 10, remember the relational operators is less than, is greater than, is equal to, is greater than or equal to, is less than or equal to, is not equal to. If the condition evaluates true, the statements written after then are executed. Otherwise, it executes the next following statements. The structure of if statement is as follows. Single line if statement. Syntax, if condition, then statement. Example, input, enter the number x, x. If x is greater than 50, then print x. Multiple lines of code. Syntax, if condition, then. Statement 1, Statement 2, Statement 3, end if. Place all the statements below the line if then and take care if the if statement must end with an end if statement. Example, input, enter the number x, x. If x is greater than 50, then y is equal to 100. Print y, print x, end if. Click Start to execute. Output screen. The evaluation of if condition must be true for the then code to be run. The if then else statement. If then else statement can also be used when a condition will only be true or false. Syntax, if condition then. Statement 1, else. Statement 2, end if. When the condition specified with if statement is true, Statement 1 is executed, otherwise Statement 2 is executed. Statement 1 and Statement 2 can be replaced with multiple statements called block of statements. Single line if, then, else statement. Input, enter the number x, x. If x is greater than 50, then print 50, else print not 50. Click Start to execute. Output screen. Multiple line statement. Input, enter the number x, x. If x is greater than 50, then print 50, else print not 50. End if. Click Start to execute. Output screen. Sample program 1. REM program to compare two numeric values. Let a is equal to 5. Let b is equal to 9. If a is less than b, then print a is smaller, else print b is smaller. End. The output would be a is smaller. Click Start to execute. Output screen. Sample 2. Rem star 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 program to add or subtract two numbers. Input, enter first number A. Input, enter second number B. If A is greater than B, then result is equal to A minus B. Print, the first number is A. Print, the second number is B. Print, the difference is result, else result is equal to A plus B. Print, the first number is A. Print, the second number is B. Print, the sum is result. End if. Click Start to execute. Enter data. Output screen. Explanation. The above program asks the user to enter two numbers. If the first number is bigger than the second number, it calculates the difference of the two numbers. Otherwise, it calculates the sum of the numbers. If A is greater than B, B is subtracted from A. Else, B is added to A. The else if with if-then statement. If many conditions are to be checked or the user has to select one of the many choices, the else if statement can be used. Syntax: if condition 1, then statement 1, else if condition 2, then statement 2, else if condition 3, then statement 3, else statement 4, end if. If condition 1 is true, statement 1 will be executed and control will go to the statement next to end if. Otherwise, condition 2 will be checked. If true, statement 2 will be executed and control will go to the statement next to end if. Otherwise, condition 3 will be checked. If true, statement 3 will be executed and control will go to the statement next to end if. Otherwise, statement 4 will be executed. You can notice that any one of the statement or block of statements is executed. You can have any number of else-if statements. Example: input, enter two numbers A, B. If A is greater than B, then print A is greater. Else, if A is less than B, then print A is smaller. Else, print both are equal. End if. Click Start to execute. Output screen. Cue basic loops. Sometimes, a task is to be performed several times. In such cases, we require repeating a set of statements. The repetition design structure is a looping structure in which a specified condition determines the number of times the task will be carried out. There are 3
loops. Now, a loop is a certain kind of method or a command which makes things happen repeatedly. Example, you gotta make something happen 100 times. You do not want to be writing all those lines of code. It will have massive amount of storage space and even will take a massive amount of typing by you. Now see, how there are two loops, two commands of loops. One is a while loop and another is a for loop. Now today I'm going to be teaching you the harder one, which is the while loop. It's not exactly harder, but you need to write an extra line of code inside it. So example, you want to write, okay, let's see, num, what, num is a variable equal to Yashraj is my name. Let's do that. Now if we write while num, why did I even end the bracket? While num is smaller, because we want to be writing it 5 times, so smaller than 6. 6 is that correct? Yeah, correct. Text window window dot right line, come on, right line num. Then if we do this, it's gonna be an endless loop, meaning it will be writing while unlimited times, because we, not while, like Yasha is my name, because we have given num is, okay, wait, let's give it a number that's gonna be even like easier to understand. Num is equal to 1. Now let's write num is equal to num plus 1. Now you're going to be asking me, how's that possible? Num is equal to num plus 1. Now this statement means that now after this text window dot write line is executed, num will become whatever num was before plus 1, meaning 1 will be added to the previous value of num. Now this is the extra line which I mentioned in the starting of the video. This is the extra line which we don't have to do in the for loop. Now when we run this, pretty much see 1 2 3 4 5, it's perfect, just like we wanted it. See, now as it executes 1, now num is first 1, after that it writes it 1, the num becomes 2, num is equal to 1, which is num plus 1, 1 plus 1 2, then end while, then goes back to the starting of the program of the while, obviously. Now a very important part of loops is to understand is loops will keep executing within itself until this condition is not satisfied. So when we run this, it becomes 1, prints 1 of the 2 I already explained. Now still, when it again goes back to the starting of the program, 2 is still smaller than 6, so it goes to the next line, prints 2, then goes back down to plus 1 3, then again 3 is smaller than 6, prints it, and until 5 it keeps going on. So this was what the while loop. Now let me show you the for loop. The for loop, we don't need to add one of the lines which we added there, which is num is equal to num plus 1. Now we don't even need to write that num is equal to 1. We don't need to write that. Just write for num is equal to, from the starting number to the ending number, 1 to 5, text window dot write line num, and we just write, come on, end for. That's it. 1 2 3 4 5. Now the good thing about this is it automatically goes to the next number, 1 to 2. We don't need to write that num is equal to num plus 1 step which we wrote in the while loop. Okay, now imagine you want to write all the odd numbers from 1 to 10. Now what's the specialty of all numbers? First, that if we divide it with 2, the remainder is not 0. But in the for loop, there's something even easier. Just write 1 to 10 step 2. Now what the step thing does is it's used to specify an increment in the for loop. Now 1 to 10 step 2, what's it gonna write? 1, then plus 2 equal to 3. 1 3, then 5, then 7, then 9, and then it's gonna stop. So see, 1 3 5 7 9, and after 9 it doesn't go to 11 because the 10 is the last number. Now if the number goes after 10, it's not going to write it. So this was just quick explanation of the for loop. Now guys, this is it for today's video, and thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if this video was helpful.
Now our next topic will be graphic window object. Okay, now we will study about graphic window object. This graphic window object is something which will help us to do some graphic work, to perform some graphic work. What is graphic? Graphic means visuality in some different manner. Okay, we can tell graphic as a visible object in some different manner, eye-catching manner, with different colors, with different forms. graphics can be created using graphic window object. Clear? Then this will allow us to draw lines, shapes. We can make a rectangle, we can make a circle, we can make an ellipse. Different shapes can be made here. Okay? And also this will help us to display text in different fonts and different colors. Whatever we write, we can use different fonts, we can use different displaying options for them using graphic window object. Clear? Now let's understand what is graphic window. Clear? When we are working with graphic window objects, we need to know what is graphic window. So this graphic window is the site, is the place where all of our graphics will be displayed. Clear? See, it is measured in terms of pixel. Okay, its height and its width. Both are measured in terms of pixels. P-I-X-E-L-S, pixels. Then it will represent the position. Okay, it will represent the position of our text, of our object based on the two coordinates. You have studied in maths about coordinates, right? In the graph. So it is x coordinate and it is y coordinate. X coordinate and y coordinate. Then this x and y coordinate on the top left is 0 and 0, means value of x is minimum value of x is 0 and minimum value of y is also 0. Then our x coordinate will increase from left to right and y coordinate will increase from top to bottom. This is what how the graphic window works and how it is measured. Clear? Then next we will see the structure of graphic window. This is how your graphics window will look like. See, small basic graphics window. See, this is the coordinate which you can see here. See the coordinates. This is the width is measured like this. Then height. Then see the coordinates. We have to select it. Okay. The starting, the initial one is 0, 0. 0 for x and 0 for y. Then we can select our own capacity what we want. And then we can start our graphic process. Clear? Then now let's see some of the properties that could be changed. See, this will show you some of the properties of graphics window object. See the first one, width. With this you can set your width of your window. See, the default is 624 and you can change by your own. Okay. Then height. Then title. Using the title, you can select your title. You can write the name of your title of your graphics. Okay. Then background color. This will select the background color for you. Many of the colors will be shown to you. Default it is white, and if you want to change, you can change it to any of the given colors. Now you can see a pen color. This will help you to draw your shapes. Yeah, it is usually a black color. It is just like your paint. Many of you may have used very general the starting point of your computer, that is paint. You have used MS Paint. There also you can see brush color, font and many other things, color, pen size, eraser. Like that only some of the features are. See, pen color, it will help you to draw. Then, if you want to do it for some other color, you have to write like this. Graphics window dot pen color is equal to green. Then is equal to red. Anything you can write. Then pen width. Okay, this will help you to select the thickness of your pen. Means you want the thick one or you want the thin one. Which kind of lines you want in your object. Then brush color. This will help you to color your shape. Fill color to your shapes. Then font name. This will display various type of text. Okay, which you can use. For example, in MS Word we are having Times New Roman. Then we are having Calibri, like that. Okay. Then font size is there. Then font bold, you can make your fonts bold, then you can make your fonts italic, all these things. Clear? Now look here, these are some of the methods how you can do your work. See, suppose you want to draw a line of width this and height this. Okay, your width is 1 and your height is 1. Then if you want height and x to be 2, then you will use this method. You will write, draw a line from point x1 y1 to another, that is x2 y2. Then if you want to make a rectangle, then you have to select 4 positions for a rectangle, x, y, w, h. This will help you to draw a rectangle of width w and height h. Okay, then you can draw a triangle by this, then draw ellipse, then rectangle. You can fill your rectangle with some colors. Okay, then fill triangle, draw text. So all these things can be done by using different methods. Okay, you have to just put the measurement of how much you want the width, how much you want the height, then the graphics will give you the result. Clear? Now see, this is a program where we have to draw Olympic rings. Okay, the dimensions are given to you. It should be 400 pixel wide and 400 pixel height, and background color should be white. This is the theme, this is the question you have to do. So you will just open Small Basic, then you will click on new program, then in the editor video you will type this code. See, graphics window background color is equal to white, pen color is equal to blue, pen width is equal to 5. Okay, other things will be according to your choice, but the things that are given to you in the question should be fulfilled. Okay, then all the things you will write the different measurements which you want, then you will click on run. When you will click on run, the image will be displayed to you according to your wish. Clear? See, this is how the output is displayed here. See, Olympic rings are being created. So this is how graphics window works. We can have different types of colors, different types of designs. Like see, one example is this, like this also we can get. Then see this example we can get like this. So there are different ways. Okay, we can create different articles, different things in the Windows graphic. Okay, this graphic option. Then finally, this is what we have studied in Small Basic.
Next is graphics. Small Basic is not only designed to display text and alphanumeric output, but it is also be used to display colorful graphics and generate different sounds. With the help of graphic statements, you can draw various types of figures, design patterns in different colors and style, as you can see on the screen. In this chapter, we will be learn how to use Small Basic program to display shapes and design as well as play musical notes. The children graphics window. The graphics window is made up of tiny dots called pixel. The combination of more than one pixel together makes an image. So you can see that side is a pixel and that combination of pixel makes an image of a bird. The graphics window display design and graphic patterns on the screen. A good number of pixels assure better display of graphics. Before we proceed with making beautiful graphics, let us understand the display characteristics of graphics window. It is divided into X and Y coordinates. By default, the graphics window is 624 pixel wide and 444 pixel height. Each pixel can be represented by X and Y coordinates. At the top left corner, the X and Y coordinates are 0 and 0. The X coordinate increases from left to right and the coordinate increases from top to bottom. Let us know more. The amount of pixel per unit area on the screen is called the resolution. Now, graphics window object. The graphic window object provides graphic related input and output functionality. Input, then the whole process is done and then we get the output. Graphics window object. It is used to draw shapes, line and text in many colors. As you see see on the screen. Following are the properties of graphics window with their default values. First, we will be studying width. Set the width of the graphics window. The default width of graphics windows is 624. You can set it 500, 100, graphics window width of your choice. Next, height. As you know, the default height is 444, but you can use it as your choice, like 400, 300. In this picture it is used 400. Next, the title. The default title is small basics. Baki other you can change it to graphics program as your choice. Next, the background color. The default background color is white, but if you want to change it, you can change it to red also, as you seen on the screen. Next is color of the painting brush or pen color. That is called black. By default it is black, but you can change it to green, like you can see on the example graphics window pen color green. Next is width. The default size is 2, but you can change it according to your need, like pen width 3. Next, brush color.
In this chapter, let's recall what we have studied till now. First, we went for the introduction part, that is what is the small basics, what is the use, what are the characteristic features of small basic. Then we studied about the different statements. Then we studied about assignment statement, and we studied about conditional statement. Studied? Then we studied the type of statements: if then, if then, if then, if then else, if then else if. 3 types of statements we studied. Then we studied the looping statement. Under that we studied 2 types of loops: for loop and while loop. Then at last we studied graphics window object. Clear? So this is the summary part of the chapter. Whatever we have studied, go through the video well, and if you have any doubts, then let me know and clear it. Clear? And have a good day. Be safe. Thank you.